Very important component in our system. There is at least one server in the system. So, server is the first important component in our system. Then, stations. Stations. There is at least one station in our system. There is at least one station in our system. It can be a flag station or console station, but there is at least one in our system. And the rest is controller. Controller. There is at least one controller in our system. For a PKS system, these three components are necessary, and the rest are optional. You can choose to set E server or PhD or something like that. But these three parts are very important in our system. It cannot be missed in our system. And in my picture, there is a C200 and there is a C300. So there are two controllers in our system. And all this equipment will be connected by the fault-tolerant Ethernet. We named it FTE. So if you want to set a FTE, you must have Cisco switches. In my example, there are one pair of Cisco switches. So the devices here, how can I settle them to a whole experiment PKS system? Let me connect these devices one by one. First, our server. Server can be single or redundant. In my example, I have a pair of redundant servers. And how to connect it into our FTE? All the FTE nodes have two network ports. Port A and port B. And there are three different colors. There are three different colors of the wire in our system. We said that the yellow color means the cable A, and the green color means the cable B, and the orange color is a cross line. So where is the cross line? It's here. Which color should I paint? Orange. And every FT load have two ports. Port A and port B. For it has two ports, so I can connect two wires out of this FT load. Which color should I connect here? Which color? Cable A, port A, yellow. Yes, yellow. To where? switch A. Yes. Good. This is switch A. 2. So these two wires are yellow. These two wires are yellow. These two connect a green cable here. From now on, I have connect these two server to the FTE, fault tolerant Ethernet. Then these stations, for example, this one, how could I connect it into the FTE? It will have two ports also. Port A, port B. And I use cable A, connect here. Cable B, connect here. And so as these two are the same. Any question? I have connect the server and stations into the fault tolerant Ethernet. Any questions? No problem. Okay. Then the rest is the controller and the controller. Let's focus on this C200. How to connect this to our network. C200 can connect to two types of network. One type called control net. Control net, it is not Ethernet. It is a unique wire that's only being used in our PKS system and with our C200. And the second type, that C200 controller can be connected into the FTE. If the C200 controller wants to connect into our fault-tolerant Ethernet, it must have this module named FTEB. The full name of it is fault-tolerant Ethernet bridge. FTEB means FTE bridge. If the C200 controller wants to be a part of FTE, it must have this module. Without this module, it can't be connected into our FTE. The CNI, you mean this? you asked about this.
That's the C300 big module.
What's your question? What's your question again?
As you controller
Controller.
C300.
C300, no.
Yes.
I just talk about C200. C300 have no problem with this because the C200 is the earlier generation controller and the C300 are the latest generation. And the FT network is the latest generation network. And our C300 is can be a part of FTE, but C200 because it's generated early. There has been no FTE right now. So if the C200 want to connect into this network, it must have this module. It must have this module, and this module will have two ports. And we can connect it to our switches. Okay, that's the C200. What about the C300? It's very simple. First, if you have C300 controllers, you must have this module named control firewall. And the C300 controller have 3 ports that can connect cables. These two. The one on the top is port A. The one at the bottom is port B. And this A, this B. There are 2 C300 controllers because I choose this controller be a redundant controllers. A pair of redundant controllers like the server, because the C300 controller is a very, very important component, and for safe, I choose a pair of C300 controllers. And this one and this one are they are partners. This port A can connect the cable A here. Cable B here. This cable A here. Cable B here. No, it's wrong. We usually not connect these 2 controllers like this. Okay, then we connect it. We usually use the cable A, insert into this port. This port. And the other side of the cable A is where? Here. Control firewall. On the control firewall, there are 8 ports here. 8 ports here. 8. 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. There are 8 ports here. And we use cable A to connect one port. Cable B to connect here. And also this one. And also this one. So control firewall can connect how many controllers? One control firewall can connect with how many controllers? 8. 4 pair. 8. 4 pair. Yes. This 8 port, we call it downlink. Downlink port. And control firewall. Each control firewall has 8 downlink ports. So it means it can connect with 8 different controllers, 4 pairs. And there is another port, we call it uplink. Uplink port. Each control firewall has only one uplink port. How should I use the uplink? We can connect the cable from uplink to our Cisco switch. And for the C300 controller, there is another port left, this one. If your controller is single controller, not redundant controller, this port is not being used. If your controller is a pair of redundant controller, so this port will connect an orange cable to its partner. This is orange, like this. Here we call it cross line, and here we call it redundant cable. Redundant cable. They are the same wire. They are the same wire, just have different names. Just have different names. They are the same wire. Now this is our system. I know I have told you that there are many other components in our system, for example, PhD, ACE. If you have PhD, if you have ACE, they can also be connect into our FTE. For example, ACE here. OE server, something like that. So this is our system architecture. Any questions?
Now for the other system, other unit that connect to the Android system, can we connect only one connection?
What?
I mean,
Could you pardon?
okay. If we have another third-party system and connect
If
to,
we have another what?
PKS.
PKS system.
yeah,
You mean different PKS system?
yeah,
And we want to
connect only
connect
one.
them up.
Yeah.
It's very easy. For example, there is another server. Maybe 1 kilometers from here, and it's another plant. It's another system. The system must have another pair of server. You mean here? And we may have some other flag station or controllers. And this is system A. This is system A, and this is system B. This is system 1. This is system 2. And I want these two systems can communicate with each other. They can make up a computer network. And how can we and what can we do? We here this system it must have another switches. Is that right? Let me just wait. Okay. This will be more clear. Maybe there are another system here. It has a pair of redundant server, and it has maybe its own flag station, and maybe it has its own controller. Controllers. And this system and this system want to be connected with each other. So we can build our system first. yellow. Why? I'm sorry, it's a little bit slow. Okay, now how can we connect these two systems together? Using what? For example, they are the distance is very far. For example, maybe 1.5 kilometers. We can use what? Optic fibers. And there is a converter here to change electrical signals to the night signals. And here too. Then one of this fiber connect here. Usually we have a black box. We have a black box. It can divide the whole fiber to many. The black box here. Here it is. Here they are. And one fiber out of this box. Then connect this converter. Connect like this. That's different system. And in the software, we must configure it as a DSA, distributed system. A was what? Architecture. Distributed system architecture. In the soft, we configure this. We set this configuration, and on the hard, in the hard, we connect the two systems like this.
How about inside the system? I mean,
Inside the system.
one system. After
One
you
system.
connect the cable A or B, AB. I mean, when you finish the physical layer, do we need to configure in the software?
No,
No,
no.
just plug. and
Just
plug.
change it. If one section broken or one section have some problem, and the system will diagnostic, will know it and will show it to you, and you just change the bad section, and needn't do anything in software.
So plugin and it's working.
Yes,
Plugin.
yes.
And how about the switch, the FT switch level 2, level 3, what's for?
What?
Level switch level 2,
Level 3,
FT switch level 2.
level 2. What level? You mean the fourth level? Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. You mean the network of experience system,
Experience
not
system.
not PKS system. The experience system have 4 levels. You mean that? Let's have a break. Let's have a break.
For the switch, for the network switch, this is the managed switch.
Mhm.
The switch Cisco that you recommend to use. This one is managed switch.
The most Euro type is 2960. This is Euro. Cisco. This is a type of Cisco switch. And it is very Euro in our project. It has 48 ports.
Do we need to configure the port? Can we swap the cable?
What?
Can I swap the cable? Swap the port.
Yes.
Like a port 1 and port 2, we can swap.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Cisco y yo, ¿no? Cisco y yo,
Cisco.
y hardware, ¿no?
What?
Cisco y yo, hardware, ¿no? Because I do many system of hardware when you Cisco,
Cisco switches.
yes.
And your question is?
Hardware, Cisco y yo,
Can you write down? Have a break.
Okay.
No. Maybe business partner, but because the FT is a technical, owned by the Honeywell and the Cisco.
FTE,
FTE, because our
technical,
it's a yes, it's a technical that
between Hardware and Cisco.
yes, it's it belongs both Honeywell and Cisco.
Yeah.
So if you want to use FTE, you must choose Cisco switches.
Another name is not
No.
probably yes. Then okay.
Mr. Hao,
Hmm?
can I ask you some questions? With enterprise module builder, we accept from client computer, and then we can download to on the server. But with quick builder,
Quick build, yes.
and here we have QDB, right?
Yes.
Each
2DDB.
each server has its own quick
Each
builder
server
database,
has its own quick builder database.
yeah.
And the ERD and the ERDB.
QDB. These two quick builder database is the different, right?
Yes.
So if I connect to this server and use quick builder to download database to real time database
Here.
here, and where
This quick builder database downloaded here.
yes.
This here. This here.
Yes. Also, I want to see where is the real-time database? Where in the computer? Maybe just I want to know the path.
You can't find it because it is in our RAM.
Oh, so
It's in our RAM.
so what about this folder? Because I read in
Yes,
your
our
material.
PowerPoint has concerned that this.
Because they say that we have client folder and server folder.
This is RTDB, but the RTDB file, in fact, is in the RAM.
In the RAM,
In the RAM.
RAM.
Yes. Not in the room.
So what about when we download quick builder? It go to the real what because I see the quick builder folder
Right.
quick builder. So here is the database QDB, right?
Yes. It is the 3D.
So I see another folder here. What about this?
In program data and the program file, they have many folders with the same name.
Yes.
Yes. And maybe one file, maybe it stores some information here and stores the other information there. And this too is not the QDB, but it is related with the QDB.
When I download the database, I see
You have to choose one. Choose something. Maybe anything.
okay. For example, I download this database and I see this name QBDB 8.bnt.
Yes.
And
You can double click it. It's a log file.
It's just a log file.
If the download process has some problem, have some errors, you can double click this file and to find where is wrong, what's wrong.
So the real quick builder database is in the folder you show me.
Client.
I am here, right?
Yes.
So another question, what about when we use control builder? We have
ERDB. Engineering repository
ERDB.
Yes.
So when we download ERDB to the real-time database, it goes to this path, right?
Yes.
Just only EMDB we can download to on the server.
Yes, because one system has one EMDB. It can has 3 or 4 servers, but it can only have one EMDB. And every server can have individual QDB or ERDB.
So if I, for example, if I want to modify something in the ERDB of the server 2, so I just go to configuration studio.
Yes.
And then I choose the server 2 here,
yes,
right?
Yes. All the servers will be included here. If you have 3, there are 3 servers, and every server you can open it. If you want to modify the server 2 control strategy, you just select the server 2, open the plus symbol, and select here to open the control builder. Then the control builder will connect to the ERDB here.
Okay, very clear. Thank you, Mr. Hong.
Have tea break?
That's my repeat over here to people in China like tea with coffee. Prefer coffee.
我认后，明天我来see.
Older people, but young people like coffee.